Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the first video in a while. Anyway, yeah, we've been busy in the city lately, but it's occurred to me, it's October. We need to do something spooky. Shut up in there. So, we are going to set aside our interior decorating and go for a little trip. I'm going to, one, get rid of all this extra stuff, because we won't even need the sidewalk stuff for this build. We're gonna get rid of all this extra stuff, junk and nonsense that we don't need, ignoring the name me later tag. Matter of fact, some of these things should be put in that people painter tray. And the music in my ear. I hope it's not too loud. Anyway, after I get rid of all this extra stuff and fluff, we're gonna go for a little journey in this world. Let me just toss that on the ground temporarily. That, and now it's contained. And I should take these and put these in like the banner tray. So let's just do this temporarily. A little bit of minor preparation. We're gonna pick block both of those. We're gonna get rid of them. They don't belong in this inventory. Yeah, that's much better. A lot cleaner. Okay. Now, clock shows noon, correct? Let's check settings. I want to mess around a little bit and see if my daylight cycle is restarted. No, it's not. Okay. Now, I'm not going to turn on mob spawning because it'd just get underfoot. But we are going to have a little fun doing a spooky build that is very story relevant. Now, who does it belong to? Well, you'll have to wait and find out. We are going to go for a little... Okay, I need to take this map out of my inventory. I can't offhand. We're going to go for a little trip. And just for sake of fun, okay, let's do this. As if we're in survival. Now, looking over the city, we're going to do a quick tour here. Looking over the city, look at how beautiful this area is turning out. But we're going to do more of those trees soon, too. But, you can see, this is gorgeous. This world is beautiful. There's stuff I still need to build, of course. But look at how amazing it's turned out. There's a police station, Moonshine Diner. There's lots of cool stuff going on. But today's build is not going to be in any of these places. We are going to actually leave the primary city area and go for a little flight. Now, we're not going out to the castle. If you don't know about that, well, see earlier videos. We are going to go past the warehouse here and see if we can't pick out a cool spot in an area that's been marked for stuff. And we're going to take the month of October to build this particular setup. We're going to take our time and really make it look good. So, yeah, you can see there's going to be a lot of stuff to build. Definitely a lot of room to build, too. This world is 100% custom. I designed it myself. So I designed all this terrain. This is mine. Nothing vanilla about the terrain. But let's see here. We are going to come over towards these mountains that I have and see what we can work out. Ooh, 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 ooh. I see just the right spot, I think. Boop. Our grid is starting to end. Look at this area. I think it's just about right for what I have in mind. Now, what do I have in mind? Hmm, maybe I'll leave you guessing for a bit. Just for fun. No, I'm kidding. Uh, we need to build a cemetery. Well, I've got some cool references already lined up. This sandy area is just about what I had in mind. How close is it to the castle? Oh wait, this is the beach. Oh, that sandy hill. And there's the castle in the distance. You can see it starting to spawn in. And it's a big piece of work that still needs work. Because there's something under it that definitely still needs work. The interiors of the castle need to be done. Yeah, you can really see it in the distance there. You're not gonna get to see the whole thing. That's what you get. But this sandy hill is just about right for what I had in mind. Hmm. Now let's see here. This area is pretty flat. Hmm. Yeah, the castle's out that way. That's fine. What if I went a little closer to those mountains? Hmm. I mean, I could extend the sandy terrain there if I so desire. This area definitely has its share of secrets. So don't go discounting just blank terrain. Oh. Oh, we missed some glowstone there, huh? Well, we'll be working that out. But you can see, we've got kind of a swampy area there. Hmm. Ooh. Oh. Hmm. Well, it would take a lot of terraforming, wouldn't it? Well, we're gonna get some work done here today, I think. Let's see. Ooh. Actually, I just had an idea for that area that has no glowstone. So we're gonna come down here and get our glowstone, for starters. Let's get rid of the rocket. We don't really need it for now. I'm gonna put the tools in my hotbar. Ooh. Yeah, I think I have just the right idea here. For starters, we very much need a creepy crypt. I do mean creepy. We need something very spooky. I need to turn that down. Darn, music is too loud in my ear. Okay. We've got a little bit of a job ahead of us. And I might just leave the height alone. Uh, right about here. Probably work the best. Oh, let's just correct that. Well, we're going to be going over it later anyway. So we use this to kind of mark, I think it'll be like the center. What map are we on? The clouds. Well, that's C. That makes this B. So what is that? Uh, that is C16. So this would be B17, I want to say. Let's see if I can find the right map. We want this map. We want the maps. A. Try B. Nope. Nope. That's castle. Nope. No. Uh-uh. No. Getting warmer. What is that? 18? So we want to try 17. We are on B17. Well, great. Bomber. Kidding. Alright, we want to pull our usual pick block the map trick. Where is an item frame? Alright. No. Why did you go there? That back. Beautiful. Now we want to pick block that, give that and that. Put that in our offhand. Okay. Now we can see what we're doing here. This is a pretty good sized area. This world is like, I don't know, several 100,000 blocks. I didn't actually pay attention to the size of it when I painted it. I just wanted to make sure it would be big enough to build what I wanted to build. So this world is big. And in terms of file size right now, it's 7 gigs. That's why I can't do a world download. So don't expect that. But later on, for patrons anyway, if you go to Patreon and start supporting there, I'll be able to get a server and put it up there for visitation. I want to make this an adventure map for Patreon patrons to visit. Let's just put down a little glowstone here. Get our grid up and running. Though I grant we may have to dim the lights. See, glowstone's gonna be our first block that we play with. Let's see, we probably want to play with deep slate. Let's blackstone. We want a very dark palette here. With deep slate bricks and stuff too. Ooh, I just had an excellent idea. We're gonna have some fun with Skulk. Yeah, okay, these aren't gonna be in the book. The Skulk and the Shriekers and stuff, those aren't gonna be in the book, sadly. They belong to Minecraft. So they're gonna be exclusive to the world here, but they're gonna add a little bit of fun. I'm even gonna throw in some obsidian. Hiding obsidian could be fun. We're picking out some very dark blocks. I'm gonna jack-o'-lantern for a little bit of extra lighting. Glow like in perfect certain areas. You throw in a couple firefly bushes. I mean, we want it to seem kind of pleasant during the day. So maybe a little waterfall or something with a couple fish. But not salmon. So, though. And just for sake of argument, let's go for copper golem statues to play with. Ba, 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 ba. Candles would be beautiful. Excellent. I'm not cutting any of this out, sorry. If you find it boring, skip ahead in the video. What would make this a very creepy place? Ooh, I have heard of people using copper bars to create a rust effect. I'm gonna play with that idea. And as much of a pain in the butt as it is, let's go for some stained glass. We'll create like dirty looking windows if I need them. I'm gonna use also some block glass while I'm at it. What other things can we... Ooh, I know something else I can play with. The eye blossom. Looks like we've got a full inventory of goodies. Let's see what we can build with this. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this. And let's see here. We want this to be the centerpiece. Bigger than that reference picture, that's for sure. See. Let's see here. Ideas abound, but I'm gonna try and make them work for us. Take this that far and this. I may be replacing glowstone with something else. See, we want to take this. Ooh. So. Alright, let's do that. No reference today, so we're gonna have to take it one bit at a time. But I figure if I make it nice and big... We've got a layer to build to go with this. And you know what? In place of glowstone, I'm going to use glow lichen. So, for once, we're covering over the glowstone. As we want low lighting here, we want it to be creepy, spooky, but still spawn-proof. Mostly. We're gonna just fill this in by hand so we can keep track of our glowstone spots. Yeah, that's pretty close to centered on the map too. Beautiful. Okay. This is one time we don't want the brightness of the glowstone. And to be fair, I've never been in a crypt myself, so I'm taking my guess on my golly and reference images off Google. But I think we can make this. And this, come on, just might be a fun build to work on for the entire month of October at least. Perfect. And that actually marks the center of the room, too. Hmm. Okay. We want to make this place super creepy. And Blackstone is good at creepy. I could have to acknowledge that. So let's see if we can do creepy. We do have an interesting creature that lives this particular area. But to figure that out, you'll have to read the books. Granted, his home has yet to appear in the books, so while this is story relevant, it's not story relevant yet. So let's see here. 1, 2. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Do a little bit of detailing. Make sure this place looks old and worn out and stuff. We also want a decent sized room for building in. Now, one thing I know I can do with this is do this. I climb the walls like that is absolutely going to be a major thing going on. We could do that. Yeah. And the glow icon is just going to blend so naturally into this. Beautiful. This world definitely has more than enough lore. Definitely want this place to feel old, worn down. I might pull out some stairs here to make holes in the wall or something. You know what? I haven't tried recording with vibrant visuals. Let's try it. Let's see. I know streaming with vibrant visuals doesn't work so good. Recording. Let's find out if it'll behave. Yeah, I've got it set up for my custom settings. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. It's gonna lag a little bit at first, I think, but ooh. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be a little more sluggish because of vibrant visuals, but oh, the effect. I love it. I mean, if they'd made vibrant visuals a little better for lower end machines, it would be nice, but I get it. They want you to use NVIDIA and all that. Ugh. Alright, take our glow lichen up the wall a little bit. Oh, yes. Now that we've got that layer in place, let's have a little fun. Do chiseled, whoops, not that far. Blocks all the way along here. And honestly, the design on the chiseled blocks is just about perfect for this kind of build. We're gonna have a little fun with this. Ooh, nice and spooky. Yes, I'm having fun with it. Get over it. You know what? I forgot gilded blackstone, but nah. We're gonna mix in some deep slate, maybe obsidian, but I want to play with the skulk a bit. Uh, yeah, I want to play with the skulk a little bit. We've got this unblemished floor. Let's have a little fun. Now, how creepy is this going to be at night? Now, granted, we don't want a warden in here or anything. This is crazy. Although, ooh, I'm not going to reveal my thought, but ooh. This would be the kind of place he could hang out, that's for sure, but no, not going to do it. Maybe I should have just dug out a catalyst and killed something here. You know, that probably would be faster, but double deep slate wouldn't work anyway. Yeah, I'd have to change the floor to deep slate before it would work. Darn. So we're just gonna have to mess around a little bit and make our own patches of skulk. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. You know, I never really compared these two before. That's pretty cool. I mean, I do have experience with an ancient city. When I have a 10,000 day survival world, and I demolished an ancient city. I actually built a castle over the top of it after demolishing the mountain over the top on top of that. So yeah, I'm well versed in ancient city appearances, we'll put it that way. Now we're gonna get rid of some of the darkness. by spreading a little glow lichen around, but not a ton. Yes, we want spooky. And that is just the vibe we are starting to get here. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, we're totally going for the do not disturb this crypt kind of vibe. Or disturb this crypt at your own peril. Take it however you want. But, given that this is a video, this is all we have time for today. So, if you've enjoyed what you've seen, please leave a like and subscribe. Maybe even share it if you like, if you're enjoying this kind of content. People know about this world. It's pretty cool. Not to mention, the comic books are really fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, bye for now!